Satnam. I'm going to walk you through my daily practice, which is Kriya, and followed by the Kirtan Kriya meditation. So Kriya is all about aligning ourselves with the truth of who we are, and a daily practice of it will allow you to access your own truth and be able to live it out with greater ease and greater clarity. So just starting off by coming to a comfortable seated position and gently closing your eyes. Just begin to notice your breath. Noticing the quality of your inhales and exhales. And from here, let's begin by beginning the breath at the base of the spine. And as you inhale, draw the breath up the spine all the way to the crown of your head, which is the very top of your head. Once you get here, just hold the breath. Suspend the breath here, focusing at the top of your head, the crown of your head, and then exhaling the breath back down the spine. And again, inhaling from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of your head, holding the breath here, and then exhaling back down the spine. And let's just do that a couple more times. Just beginning to draw awareness to our central channel, which is the spine, all the nerves that run up and down the spine. And then continuing that awareness to the crown of our head, our crown chakra, our seventh chakra. Feeling the rootedness at the base of the spine, where your sit bones are connected to the earth. And then feeling the connection up to the top of the head, feeling the expansiveness above you and all around you as you sit grounded. See if you can feel that awareness in your body as you breathe. And now on your next inhale, holding the breath at the top, shift your inner gaze to your brow point. So just in between your eyebrows and slightly above. And then on the exhale, exhale through that point. And then again, inhaling up from the base of the spine, holding the breath at the top of your head, switching your internal gaze to your third eye point, just your brow point, and exhaling straight out through that point. And just continue that breath. Again, feeling grounded with your sit bones connecting to the earth. Feeling yourself propped up and held up by the spine, your central channel. Feeling the expansiveness at the crown of your head. And then shifting your gaze slightly to the third eye point, your brow point, the seat of your intuition. Breathing out through that point. Begin to connect all these dots, these energy centers. And on your next exhale, just hold the breath out slightly, and then just return to easy breathing. Again, just noticing your breath, noticing any shifts in awareness, any shifts in your breathing or your body. And from here, we're going to tune into our practice. Again, we're going to be using the mantra Sat Nam in our Sat Kriya, all about truth and our identity. And here to tune in, we're going to use the mantra Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. So bringing your palms together to touch, bringing them up to the center of your chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale completely. And let's inhale and tune in. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. One last time. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath in. And set an intention for today's class. How do you want to feel? What would you like to access from within yourself? Hold the breath, hold the intention, and when you're ready, exhale completely, letting the hands just drift down to the knees, and just letting the intention go. Trusting that we are being guided to our intention in this practice. From here, we're just going to begin some warm-up exercises just to loosen up the spine and get some energy moving. So from here, just actually staying in cross-legged position here, we're going to start with spinal flex. So grabbing the fronts of your shins here. On the inhale, we're going to stretch the chest forward. Exhale, we're going to arch it back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And just continue with the breath. Wanting to keep the neck and the chin level and just keeping the movement into the spine. And this is just going as fast or as slow as the breath wants to go. Just starting off with some ease here. If you'd like, you can keep your eyes closed. Your gaze can be in and up at your brow point, which again is in between your eyebrows and just slightly above. And if you'd like to take it a step further, you can mentally chant the mantra Sat Nam. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Truth is my name. We're here for just a minute. And from here, let's pick up the pace a bit. So again, using your breath, let's pick it up and take it up a notch. So begin to make the breath more powerful and then bring the movement along with the breath. We're here for just 15 more seconds. See if you can keep this movement, bring this movement up in speed a little bit. Keeping the breath powerful. On your next inhale, take a deep inhale in, hold the breath, hold the posture, find stillness here, and exhale completely. Just taking a moment here with your eyes closed, just noticing your experience, noticing any sensation in the body. And from here, let's begin Sufi grinds. So, hands on the knees, we're going to bring the torso around in circles. So inhaling, bring it forward, exhaling, circling back. Inhale, circling forward, exhale, circling back. Just continue with the breath. And once you have the movement going, see if you can take away any forcing or trying to make it look any certain way. See if you can just lean into how it feels in your body and then just make the movement feel really good. Maybe you can loosen up the skin around the rib cage. Maybe you need to just adjust the circles, smaller or bigger. Focus on the sensation in your body. Focusing on the breath as you go forward. Exhaling on going back. And then on your next inhale, come to center. Hold the breath in. Find stillness here. Exhale completely. And let's go in the opposite direction. So again, inhaling forward in the opposite direction. Exhaling, going back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. And again here, once you get a movement going, see if you can sink into it deeper. See if you can find a deep enjoyment, a deep ease in this movement. And just adjust however you need to for your body. From here, let's come to center. Inhale deeply, holding the breath, holding still. Exhaling completely. And from here, let's move into cat-cow. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, firmly planted. Your feet are flat, the tops of your feet are flat on the ground. Knees are just about hip width apart. From here, we're going to inhale, scoop the belly down, bring the head up to look at the sky. Exhale, we're going to round down, bringing the head in. Inhale up, exhale down. And just continue with the breath. Again, finding some ease in the movement. Your gaze can be in and up at your third eye point, your brow point. You can mentally chant Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Just continue. With all these movements, we're beginning to prepare ourselves for our Kriya, which is a series of postures done in a specific way or a specific order for a specific outcome. And our warm-up exercises are just preparing our body, loosening up our spine, our hips, so that we can sit and find some ease in the postures to come. 10 more seconds here. And after your next exhale, on the inhale after, come to a straight spine, holding the breath in, holding still here. And then exhale completely, and just allow yourself to come back to sitting on your heels. Just taking a moment here. Noticing your experience, noticing your breath. So from here we're going to begin Sat Kriya. So in rock pose, which is just sitting on your heels and your shins, if this is in any way uncomfortable for you, you can go into cross-legged position. Or if you'd like to sit in a chair for this, you could do that as well. Just find yourself in a position that you can sustain for 3 minutes. So getting kind of comfortable in your spot right now. Sat Kriya again uses the mantra Sat Nam, which means truth is my name, truth is my identity. And how we're going to be doing this is we're going to be chanting it. As we chant it on Sat, we're going to draw in our navel. Sat. It's kind of like a short, powerful inhale here. And Nam, we're just releasing. We're going to be using our hands in a mudra. So crossing our fingers over, keeping our index fingers together, and our thumbs crossed like this. We're going to bring this up over our heads. Elbows are hugging the ears here. And from here we're going to begin. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. And again, on the Sat, you're drawing the navel in. On Nam, you're releasing it. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Eyes are closed. If you're pregnant or menstruating, you don't need to even draw in your navel. Or if you'd like to, just keep it really, really soft, really gentle. There's a lot going on during menstruation and during pregnancy. We're not trying to stimulate anything in the navel area more than we need to. But if you're not menstruating or pregnant, drawing in the navel is a sharp inhale on the Sat. We're here for 3 minutes. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Just continue. Keeping your awareness on your spine. Keeping it straight. And also noticing if you're beginning to rock your body. There shouldn't be any rocking motion. Keeping our spines tall and straight. Focusing the movement on the navel pump. In on Sat and just releasing it on Nam. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Focusing on the mantra. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. About halfway there. Keep it up. You may feel like you want to lower your arms, but I encourage you to keep going. See yourself on the other side of this. If you feel like you need to stop and take a deep breath and then continue the mantra, you can do that as well. Keep a steady rhythm. If it needs to be slower so that you can maintain your quality of breath, keep it slow. It's not a race. Beginning to just let this mantra, the truth of who we are, to sink in deep. To synchronize it with the movement so we feel it on a deeper level. We feel it on a cellular level. 30 more seconds here. Keep it up. Ten more seconds. From here, let's take a deep inhale, stretching the arms up. If you're not pregnant or menstruating, pull in root lock, which is your sexual organs, your navel. Pull it all in, pull that energy up. Hold it. When you can't hold the breath any longer, release all the locks, release the arms slowly down, coming down on either side of you, swooping the air around you, and coming to rest beside you on the ground, or if you're in a chair, on your lap. Just taking a moment here just to bask in the energy stirred up here. And then when you're ready, bring yourself to lying down on your back for a deep relaxation. Making yourself as comfortable as you can with any extra flourishes you might need, like a blanket or a pillow. And once you find yourself laying down, just gently close your eyes. So the power of Sat Kriya is in its simplicity, is in the simplicity of the mantra Sat Nam. Truth is my name. And if truth is my name, in what way does the way I live my life not reflect that back to me? If truth is my name, why do I sometimes feel disconnected from myself? And what are the things that can begin to shift around you as you make a practice of identifying yourself as truth? And here, just allow yourself to deeply relax and just to let the power of the transformative nature of Sat Kriya to really just sink in. Here we do not rush to the next thing. We sit and we allow the transformation to take place within us. So we've practiced the Sat Kriya for 3 minutes, and here we're going to relax deeply for 6 minutes. See if you can allow yourself to trust in the transformation that's taking place within you, even if only for 3 more minutes. Allowing any thoughts of who you think that you are, who you perceive yourself to be, allowing those thoughts to just drift away. And just allowing yourself to sit with the truth of who you are. Just about 2 more minutes here. Again, allowing yourself this moment to just be without needing to define yourself, just to be. And to trust in who you've always been, whether you've seen it or not. From here, just slowly begin to wake the body up, slowly moving the fingers and toes, and just spending a moment here just noticing the sensation in your fingers and toes before you move on to the next movement. Feel that sensation. And then move on to your wrists and ankles, turning them in one way and then the other. And again, noticing that sensation, drawing your awareness to that specific part of your body. And then from here, stretching the arms overhead and your feet flexing. Give yourself a big stretch here. And then bringing your knees up into your chest, and just rolling side to side on your lower back. And then when you're ready, rolling over to one side and slowly coming back up into a seated position. Just taking a moment to notice your body, notice your breath, notice anything that's come up for you in the stillness. And from here we're going to begin Kirtan Kriya. So again, Kirtan Kriya is one of those kind of base level, powerful Kriyas. And in this case too, it's a meditation. But again, Kriya meaning a specific sequence of movements, posture, mudra for a specific outcome. So here we will find again Sat Nam broken down into its most basic parts. Sa, which is the universe. Ta, which is birth. Na, death. And Ma, rebirth. And as we break down Sat Nam, the truth of who we are, we see ourselves in all these parts. The universe, birth, death, rebirth. We become parts of a bigger whole. So not only are we looking for our identity here in a physical body with Sat Kriya, but then in the Kirtan Kriya, we're expanding that and including the cycle of life as we know it and our place in the universe and how deeply connected we are to everything. So if Sat Kriya helps us to find our truth and live it out in the spaces around us, Kirtan Kriya is like the fire that burns through anything standing in the way of our truth. It is the ultimate truth of who we are. And here we're going to be using, again, the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. With the mudra, we're going to be using our fingers. So, Sa, thumb and index. Ta, thumb and middle finger. Na, thumb and ring finger. Ma, thumb and pinky. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. So bringing your hands down onto your knees. We're going to be doing this, chanting this out loud for 2 minutes. Then in a whisper for 2 minutes. And then quietly in our minds for 5 minutes. Then back to a whisper for 2 minutes. And then back to out loud for another 2 minutes. And here we are chanting out loud, first of all, to the space around us, the physical realm. Silently, in a whisper, for the world of the lovers, the people that hear the more subtle, the subtle world around us. Quietly, we're chanting it to the infinite. And then back again, whisper and out loud. So we're chanting this on multiple levels. So let's get into it. So just again, comfortable seated position, cross-legged. If you want, you can also do this in a chair. Feet flat on the floor, hands on your knees. Eyes can be closed, keeping your spine straight. Bringing your chin in just slightly so that it extends the spine straight all the way to the top. So here we're going to begin. Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Now in a whisper, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, 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 And now continue the chant mentally inside your head, continuing with the mudra, keeping your eyes closed. And as you chant mentally, see if you can bring your awareness to the crown of your head, like we did at the beginning. See if you can visualize in your mind's eye that this mantra is entering through the crown of your head. Just focusing your internal gaze at the crown of your head. And if you find this is pulling you away too much from the mantra and mudra, just stick to mentally chanting and keeping the mudra going with your fingers. We're just beginning to invite a gentle awareness of the crown of the head here, the very top of your head. Like a softening or an opening through which the sound is permeating into your being. And then from here, once you feel that opening of the crown chakra, the crown of your head, see if you can now also bring your awareness to your third eye point. See if you can imagine the sound coming through and entering you from the top of your head and then exiting through your third eye point, your brow point. Again, just like at the beginning of our practice, where we were drawing awareness, bring yourself back there as you mentally chant to the sound coming in through the crown of your head and exiting through your brow point, your third eye point. And continue mentally chanting. In one more minute, we're going to switch back into whispering. let's move back to a whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Now let's move to saying it out loud. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 From here, stretch the arms up overhead, spreading the fingers wide, inhaling and holding the breath here. If you're not pregnant or menstruating, squeezing in your root lock, your anus, sexual organs, navel center, squeezing, holding the breath, spreading the fingers wide, focusing your energy on that energy coming in through the crown of your head and out through your brow point. Holding. And when you can't hold the breath any longer, exhale completely, swooping the arms down on either side of you. Make it slow and graceful. Exhaling the breath completely. Once the hands hit the ground beside you, inhale. and exhale. Just taking a moment here, again, just to bask in the energy swirling. The energy that you have moved through you. Noticing anything that came up for you. From here, we're going to close our practice, keeping with the mantra Sat Nam. Truth is my name, truth is my identity. And here we use that in closing our practice. Just sealing in that truth of who we are. So bringing the hands together to touch, and then bringing them up to your chest center here. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Let's inhale and begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. One last time. Sat Nam. Inhaling deeply, bringing the thumbs to touch the forehead. Just bringing some gratitude to yourself for showing up as you are. And then bringing your forehead and your palms to touch the ground in front of you, just grounding all that energy. And then when you're ready, just coming back up to sitting. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for practicing with me.